Have you ever said something in the heat of the moment and immediately wished you could take it back? What if the most powerful thing you could say was nothing at all? Today, we're uncovering the transformative power of silence, when to speak, when to pause, and how silence can be your greatest ally in life's most challenging moments. Zip your mouth. Do you ever catch yourself regretting the words that just came out of your mouth? That sinking feeling of, I should have stayed quiet, is something we've all experienced. Words spoken hastily can damage relationships, compromise your dignity, and leave you feeling far from the wisdom and tranquility you're striving for. It's a universal struggle, isn't it? If you've ever wondered when silence is truly golden, you're in the right place. Welcome to our channel, where we explore timeless Stoic wisdom and uncover practical tools for modern living. Today, we're diving into 9 pivotal situations where silence isn't just a choice, it's the most powerful response you can offer. But before we begin, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss more of our Stoic insights. And if you find value in today's discussion, give this video a thumbs up. It helps others discover these life-changing principles. Now, let me ask you, what situation do you find it hardest to stay silent in? Is it during an argument? When receiving criticism? Share your experiences in the comments below. Let's learn from each other's challenges and victories in mastering the art of silence. 1. During strong emotions. Think back to the last time you spoke out of anger or frustration. Did those words reflect your best self? Probably not. When emotions like anger or passion flood your system, silence becomes a sanctuary, a safe space to pause and regain control. The Stoic philosopher Seneca captured this perfectly. The greatest remedy for anger is delay. This isn't just abstract philosophy. It's grounded in science. When strong emotions take over, your brain's amygdala, the alarm system, hijacks your rational thinking. In those moments, your ability to reason is compromised. By choosing silence, you're not suppressing your emotions, you're giving them time to settle. You're allowing your prefrontal cortex, the rational part of your brain, to step back into the driver's seat. Think about it. Words spoken in anger may take seconds to say, but they can leave scars that last for years. Is that momentary release worth the long-term damage? Here's a challenge for you this week. When strong emotions arise, commit to a sacred pause. Stay silent for just 10 seconds before responding. Notice how it changes the dynamic of the situation. Share your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear how this practice impacts your interactions. 2. When uninformed. In today's world, there's so much pressure to have an opinion on everything, but true wisdom begins with acknowledging the limits of your knowledge. Epictetus, a former slave who became one of Stoicism's greatest teachers, gave us this gem. If someone speaks ill of you, don't make excuses. Simply say, they didn't know the half of it. This humorous response carries a profound truth. Recognizing what you don't know is the first step toward wisdom. When you're in a conversation about something you know little about, Silence protects your dignity. It stops you from spreading misinformation and gives you the chance to genuinely learn. The Stoics practiced katalepsis, the discipline of withholding judgment until you have clear evidence. In modern terms, we might call this intellectual humility. Have you ever noticed how the wisest person in the room often speaks the least? They listen, observe, and only contribute when they truly have something valuable to say. What topic do you feel pressured to have an opinion on, even though your knowledge is limited? Let's normalize saying, "I don't know enough about that yet." Share your thoughts in the comments below. 3. In others' personal conflicts. When you see two people arguing, the urge to jump in and mediate can be overwhelming, but often, intervening only complicates things. The Stoics believed that virtue is developed through personal struggle. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." When you stay silent during others' disputes, you give them the space to resolve their issues and grow through the process. Silence also protects you from becoming entangled in conflicts that don't concern you, or worse, being blamed if things go wrong. This doesn't mean abandoning someone in genuine need. It's about discerning when your voice adds value and when it merely adds noise. Think about a time when someone unnecessarily inserted themselves into your conflict. How did that feel? Now, consider how your silence might be a gift to others working through their own challenges. Have you ever regretted getting involved in someone else's disputes? Or maybe you're grateful that someone gave you the space to resolve your own conflict. Share your experiences in the comments below. 4. After delivering your point, once you've clearly stated your position, additional words often dilute rather than strengthen your message. The Stoics valued brevity and clarity. Marcus Aurelius advised, "No unnecessary actions, no unnecessary words." When you've made your point effectively, silence allows your words to resonate. Consider the Gettysburg Address, just 272 words. Yet its impact changed a nation. Its power lay in its precision, not its length. Over-explaining often stems from insecurity. We fear being misunderstood, so we keep talking. Ironically, this undermines our message. Next time you share an important point, try stating it clearly, then stop. Embrace the silence. Notice how it shifts the dynamic and allows your message to land more powerfully. Have you witnessed someone weaken their argument by over-explaining? Or have you experienced the power of concise communication? Share your observations in the comments. 5. When receiving criticism, criticism often triggers our defense mechanisms. We want to justify, explain, or fight back. But the Stoics teach us that initial silence is the sign of strength. Epictetus said, "It's not the thing itself that disturbs us, but our judgment about it." By staying silent, you create space to process the criticism objectively. Is there truth in it? Is it helpful? What can you learn from it? Silence demonstrates emotional maturity and respect for the other person's perspective, even if you ultimately disagree. Think about a time when you reacted defensively to criticism, only to later realize it contained valuable insight. How might silence have changed that interaction? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. 6. During others' grief. When someone is grieving, silence can be the most compassionate response. Our discomfort with their pain often drives us to fill the silence with platitudes or advice. But the Seneca, who endured exile and loss, reminds us, "I am at your side, sharing your grief." Silent presence says, "I'm here with you in this pain. I don't need to fix you or your situation. I honor your experience." The Stoics understood that grief is a natural process, not something to be rushed or dismissed. Remember, the word compassion literally means to suffer with. How might your silent presence bring comfort to someone in need? Now that we've explored these powerful moments where silence speaks louder than words, let's dive even deeper. Coming up next, we'll uncover the remaining essential situations where silence becomes your greatest strength. Stay with me. This journey is just beginning. In our previous discussion, we uncovered how silence can be a profound act of compassion, wisdom, and strength. From staying quiet during moments of grief to pausing before reacting to criticism, silence creates space for understanding, reflection, and healing. Now, let's continue this journey and explore more situations where silence becomes your most powerful tool. 7. Before important decisions. Have you ever felt rushed into making a big decision, only to regret it later? In today's fast-paced world, we're often pressured to decide quickly, but the most significant choices deserve the clarity and calm that silence provides. Epictetus wisely advised, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." This is a reminder that while we can't control outcomes, we can control the quality of our decision-making process. Silence before making an important choice allows you to separate emotional impulses from rational thought. Take a moment to reflect. What are the long-term consequences of this decision? Does it align with your deepest values? Are there biases clouding your judgment? The Stoics practiced premeditatio malorum, a technique of imagining potential challenges and preparing for them. Silent contemplation enables this process, ensuring your decisions are deliberate and thoughtful. Think about the last time you made a hasty decision. How might silence have changed the outcome? By pausing to reflect, you not only avoid regret, but also make choices that truly align with your priorities. What's your decision-making process like? Do you take time for silent reflection? Share your approach in the comments. Your insights could inspire others. 8. When tempted to gossip. Gossip. It's tempting, isn't it? Sharing juicy details can feel like a quick way to bond or gain attention. But have you ever stopped to consider the cost? Gossip may bring temporary satisfaction, but it often erodes trust, damages reputations, and distracts us from what truly matters. Epictetus offered a humorous yet profound perspective. If someone speaks badly of you, do not defend yourself. Simply reply, "You obviously don't know about my other flaws," or you would have mentioned those too. This witty response highlights the importance of humility and self-awareness. When tempted to gossip, silence protects not only the dignity of the person being discussed, but also your own integrity. It preserves your mental energy and fosters a more positive atmosphere in your community or workplace. Imagine this: Would you want others to discuss you in your absence the way you sometimes discuss them? Silence in these moments is a practical application of the golden rule, treating others as you'd like to be treated. It redirects your focus to what's within your control, your actions, your words, and your character. Have you noticed the benefits of resisting the urge to gossip? What strategies help you stay silent in these moments? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your wisdom might inspire someone else to break free from this common habit. 9. In the face of insults. Few moments test our self-control like being insulted or provoked. Our instinct is often to defend ourselves, lash out, or prove the other person wrong. But what if the most powerful response is no response at all? Marcus Aurelius gave us this timeless advice: the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. When you respond to insults with dignified silence, you send a clear message: your inner peace is untouchable. Silence in the face of insults prevents unnecessary conflict, demonstrates emotional maturity, and deprives the insulter of the reaction it seeks. It's a powerful way to preserve your energy for what truly matters. Remember, an insult often says more about the person delivering it than about you. The Stoics believed that true harm comes not from the words of others, but from how we interpret those words. By remaining silent, you reclaim your power and exercise the freedom to choose your response. Think about it. Have you ever responded to an insult with silence? What happened? Did it diffuse the situation or shift the dynamic? Share your experience in the comments. Your story might encourage others to embrace this strength, the power of strategic silence. As we've explored these 9 situations, one thing becomes clear: silence is not passive. It's an active, deliberate choice that reflects wisdom, self-control, and inner strength. The Stoics understood that once words are spoken, they're beyond our control. Silence, on the other hand, keeps us firmly grounded in our sphere of influence, our thoughts, judgments, and actions. But let's be clear, strategic silence doesn't mean never speaking up. It means choosing your words with intention and purpose. As Epictetus said, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This week, I invite you to experiment with the power of silence. Notice the moments where staying quiet serves you better than speaking. Pay attention to how it feels to pause, reflect, and respond with intention rather than reacting impulsively. Join the conversation. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Stoic wisdom. If you found value in this discussion, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from these insights. And don't forget to subscribe for more practical guidance on living with wisdom and tranquility. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Of these 9 situations, which one resonates most strongly with you? Where do you find it hardest to remain silent? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue this conversation and learn from each other's experiences. Until next time, remember, silence is not weakness, it's strength in its most profound form. Practice the power of strategic silence and watch how it transforms your interactions, your decisions, and your life.